we are going to be looking at a real deep dive into what Japan really is like, you guys. This is the real side of Japan. And as a Japanese person, I want to share that with you and explore together. First one, influencer sparks outrage in Japan by using sacred Shinto gate for workout. I've seen this photo, but I don't know what it's about. Social media influencers are going way too far in their daily activities, and this is occasionally hurting people's religious sentiments. Recently, a Chilean gymnast and social media influencer has caused massive outrage in Japan for using a sacred symbol to create a physical workout video. Right. She's literally doing the cha-cha slide. I was more surprised that it was the cha-cha slide and that it still exists in 2024. People don't know what that is. In 2024, that just like, that warped me back to middle school there for a second. And so she did that, which is pretty. And then, it has 40 million views after being shared on Twitter. Okay. 3,000 comments slammed the tourists, calling them vulgar, uneducated, disrespectful, attention seekers. But the last one, obviously, right? But that's the nature of this. But vulgar, uneducated, disrespectful. This is pretty wild right now. But I want to see the full thing. She did have an apology. Ikimasu. What? Okay, this is the translation. I want to apologize for my actions in Japan. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm really sorry for what I did without thinking. Please no messages or comments. Now, let's see what the Japanese people have to say about this. Has no respect, should be fined. Why do influencers think that sacred religious places like shrines and temples are a place to make content? Do they think that this is Disney World or the beach? Delete her account. Tikasa, can I be honest? I don't actually... It looks messed up, and it's really kind of out of touch. I think anyone can tell that it's out of touch, right? Is there, like, a rule about Torii gates? Or is it just like, what are you doing, dude? I feel like it's 101 to not use it in a negative way, right? I think it's more the fact that she's climbing on something that's clearly not meant to be climbed on. Hey, look, the guitarist of Megadeth has something to say about this. Yeah, so another thing, I guess, with Japanese news, Marty Friedman from Megadeth, he's been, like, producing idols. He's been doing the whole idol thing, metal idol, way before it became, like, it's pretty common now, but he's been doing for ages. He says, to all the tourists coming to Japan, please don't do stuff like this if you come to Japan. We understand that Japan looks different from the place that you're from, and it's okay that you're having fun, but please do understand the things that you do in Japan will be representing where you're from too, to some extent. So it's gonna make you look bad, it's gonna make where you're from looking bad, so. Very diplomatic answer from Megadeth guitarist. This is like an idea that like a really low-level AI video creator would be like, gymnastics, Japan, and then you get this idea for this video. Oh wait, there's another one. Ma? It's that shot, man. Like, this could be any stairs. It's this shot of the Tori in the back that she wants. That's it. Oh, these are two different people? Oh, they're sisters. No, 130,000. Okay, so they're like, yeah. Stop using our temples as a gym. It's impressive, don't get me wrong. Gym janai. Okay, so they asked the professional. They said they asked the professional about this. So they asked like a temple expert in Japan if this is against the rules, and his answer was yes. So tori is supposed to be a sign that says from here where the tori is and beyond, this is where gods live. You're in the home of gods. That's what the tori is for. So to do exercises or to do something, literally use that gateway for exercise is a very disrespectful thing to do. I have an idea for these people. There's a place called Shibuya where the whole place is half garbage can, half playground. So there's a lot of places that you guys could do exercises there. Nobody cares. Nobody cares if you do it there. So next time, maybe just in Shibuya would be a good idea. Foreigner in Japan gets upset because they weren't speaking English to him at the convenience store. これは I'm gonna go in full flat. I'm not gonna be jaded. This is gonna be... I haven't seen this video.
This may not aggravate a lot of you, but it does aggravate me since I've been in Japan for so long. It's when they have a foreigner work at a place like this Larson. Now this Larson is one of the worst out of all the places I go to. You walk in as a foreigner, they don't know you, but they start speaking Japanese to you. You speak English to them, and they continue insisting.
Can I watch? Did they say it's a
out of all the places I work at a place like this for so long?
It's when they have a foreigner work it. So it's not a Japanese person working at the Lawson, which is a normal thing. A lot of conveniences have people from all over the world.
You walk in as a foreigner, they don't know you, but they start speaking Japanese to you. You speak English to them, and they continue insisting on speaking Japanese. Just like as an insight, a lot of, I don't know where this is, but a lot of foreigners, even around us, that work at convenience, they can't speak English. They don't know English. I just heard you speaking to your coworker.
Oh, okay.
Your language.
Yeah, in your language.
You don't know that I speak Japanese. Stop it. Speak Japanese to Japanese. So I just had this case with this girl here, and they insist on...
So he didn't say, when he said your language, he didn't say English, right? So it's a different language.
In addition to that, there's a line of 3 or 4 people behind us, and I hear her speaking Japanese to them, and her Japanese isn't as bad as mine, but I mean, come on. Speak English to the foreigners, and speak Japanese to the Japanese. Stop trying to treat me like I'm Japanese.
You didn't hear them speaking English, right? They can't.
Speak English.
They can't. I don't think this person can. There's a couple things that I want to say about this before we go into the comment section, because I think a lot of it won't I live here, so I know this. Couple things. So there's a lot of people that work at convenience that aren't Japanese that don't speak English, first of all. So it's happened to me before where I'll go in and they have I can tell that they're trying to learn Japanese, but we're having a hard time, especially like 例えば if I'm trying to get like Aikos or something, I would say the number and then I would say it in English. And then maybe I said it too fast in Japanese. So then I'll re-say it in English, but then that's too fast and they won't understand. And then I'll like try to talk to them in English, but they don't know how to speak English. So then I'll speak Japanese to them. That's one, is that sometimes they don't have the ability to speak English. So to assume that somebody that's not Japanese, to come to Japan and to assume that these people can either speak English or Japanese and they're fluent in both is a little bit offbeat there. Because in the video, he doesn't mention that the person speaks English. He specifically says he talks to his coworker. That person talks to their coworker in their language. So in his mind, it's like you can speak Japanese and you can speak in your own language. You must be able to speak English, which is the wrong mindset. Some people really think English is the only language that exists in the world. So it's that assumption that if you have time and effort to learn 2 languages, why is English not one of them? Yeah, this guy's a little bit offbeat on that.